Hey guys, how you doing? This is Tony Tone, the Chess Salsero. Guys, today we're going to be talking about a very confusing thing in chess that a lot of people don't understand, and that is the not checkmate but stalemate. What is stalemate? What does it mean to stalemate your opponent? What does it mean in general? What does it look like? How do you execute it? We're going to break all of that down here right now. So first of all, a checkmate is when the king is under attack and cannot get out of being attacked. Therefore, the game ends and it is checkmate. A stalemate, which I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to set up a little stalemate, the simplest stalemate possible. So watch this. We're in the end game. The end of the game is here. It is black's turn to move. This pawn would love to get to this square here so it could promote to whatever it wants. It can't stay a pawn, and it cannot become a king, but it can become anything else it wants. But it ain't white's turn. It is black's turn. Black has no army left. He's been completely decimated. He lost all his troops in the war, and now it's his turn. Now, here's the thing. Nobody's attacking the black king. Nobody at all is attacking the black king. Let's say I had a rook here. Boom. This is checkmate. Why? Because I'm attacking the black king. He can't move here. He can't take this because it's protected by the king, and he can't move here because the king is controlling that square. And two kings cannot be together in any kind of way because you cannot purposely put yourself in check. It is an illegal move against the rules of chess. However, if we remove this rook out of the way, now it's black's turn. Where is he going to go? He can't move here because this controls that. He can't move here because the king controls this square. He can't take that pawn because the king backs up and protects that pawn. Where's he going to go? Is he going to move off the board? He can't move off the board, right? He has no legal moves. Because of this, he is not under attack, but he cannot go to any square and it's a legal move. This is stalemate. This is actually a great thing. If you are in a losing position and you're fighting to tooth and nail and time's running down and you have no pieces left, what you're going to do is a stalemate is kind of like a moral victory, meaning that person that's beating you down, he's about to checkmate you. He has been, on you all game, controlling you. The game's almost over. And guess what? You deny him or her the actual victory. They don't win. So this in the game of chess is called a draw. A draw is nobody wins, nobody loses. It's a simple draw. In a tournament, a draw is worth 0.5. A win is 1 point, and a loss is 0. So this right here, both players get 0.5 points. So that really sucks for the player who was in control, who was about to checkmate you. He or she is dominating, and all of a sudden you pull off a stalemate. Oh, my God. I've gone through this before. It's complete frustration, especially when you're playing with under time controls like a blitz game, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or bullet, 1 or 2 minutes. The pressure's on. You can't really think too much. You're on the move, you're on the defense, and he's trying to get you, and then you spot this perfect stalemate position. You get him or her into it, and you deny them the victory. This is a moral victory for the person who's losing. I can't stress that enough. I'm going to show you a few other stalemate patterns so you know the difference between checkmate and stalemate. This is very confusing to a lot of people. So let me come over here real quick, and I'm going to set up a different position. So watch this. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this guy here. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this guy right here. Now, watch this. It is white's turn to move, right? The pawn right here is right beneath the king, so it can't move up. It's already here. So check this out. This pawn controls this square. This king controls these 3 squares in front of the white king. It is white's turn to move. It has no legal moves. This is stalemate. Can't go there. You can't put 2 kings together side by side. Remember that? That's illegal. You can't go there because, he's attacking you. You cannot purposely put yourself under check or under attack by the king. It is an illegal move, and it will end the game, especially in tournament conditions. You can't go here because that That king controls that square, this one, this one. This is stalemate. So I'm going to show you a different pattern. I'm going to set this up here. I'm going to show you a little trickier pattern. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put the white queen right here. I'm going to move these pawns out. You can put this king right here. It doesn't matter. And now it is black's turn. Again, his king has been decimated. His army. Where's he going to move? It's his turn, but he's not in check. The queen, let's say the queen was here. And the queen, instead of checking the king, the queen made a mistake. The white queen made a mistake by coming right here. Because now black has no legal moves. He can't move there. He can't move here. He can't move here. But he can't stay where he's at either. He has no legal moves. Why? Because the white queen, created a little confined space area for him. He hemmed him in there in that corner. And now he has no legal moves. This is stalemate. After you destroy the entire black army, you're kicking butt, you're taking names. I mean, you're destroying this opponent, and he pulls this off. Or you ended up making a blunder. This is a blunder, basically. There's a mistake, which is a mistake, and then something higher than a mistake is called a blunder in chess. There's inaccuracy, a mistake, which is higher than inaccuracy, and then there's a blunder, which is the worst of all. So this is pretty sad if white pulls this off and ends up stalemating his opponent. I'm going to show you a much trickier, a little more intermediate stalemate pattern. This is going to be tricky. So let me see how I'm going to do this. Put this king right here. I'm looking at my pattern to how to do this. Okay, I'm going to put him here. I'm going to put another rook right here. I'm going to put 2 pawns right here and right here. I'm building my little pattern here. He's going to go here. We're going to put a bishop right here. And then we're going to put a queen, I believe, right there. Okay, so if you look at this. This is called a mating net. You know how you take a big fish net and you just throw it into the water to do what? To be able to surround a boatload of fish, to catch a bunch of fish. So it's you surround the fish and you don't give it any possibilities of escape. So this is essentially the same thing. If you look at this rook controls this entire file. That means this king cannot go anywhere on this file. This king cannot go here because this queen controls this rank. This king cannot go here because it's controlled by the rook, the bishop, and the queen. The king cannot go here. Why? Because it's controlled by the queen. The king has no legal moves, like 0. And this pawn, which is coming this way, is blocked by this pawn. So let's say it's here and it's white's turn. He can actually move here. But that's not how this is set up. Basically, this king is stuck in a mating net, kind of like a big fish net you cast out into the lake or ocean, whatever. He can't go anywhere, but it's his turn. He is stuck here. Black made a massively huge blunder and surrounded this king into a mating net without attacking it. So had he been attacked, it would have been checkmate. Like this. This is checkmate. Why? He's attacking the king. No move, no move. Can't go here, here, here. Can't stay on this square. Can't go here. Can't take the queen. It's protected by the bishop and the knight. And the rook. And it can't go here. This is checkmate. But look, this one simple mistake. Let's say the queen was here and it moves right here. It should have moved here. But it moves right here. Where's the king going to go? Everything is blocked. And now he made a fatal mistake. Black did. And white ends up in a stalemate position and embarrasses the black army and his opponent, because look at this. This is complete destruction, and he could not win and finish him off. So this is a stalemate in many cases is a humiliation tactic, an embarrassing tactic, and it just sucks. You don't want to be caught in a stalemate if you're in a losing position and you're just losing. So I'm gonna set up one last position here. I'm gonna clear the board. I'm gonna put a king right here, the black king right here. I'm gonna take a knight, put it right here. And really, I think that's basically it. I mean, I could put a pawn here, whatever. Look at this. It's the king's turn. The black's king turn to move. He cannot go here. Why? That controls it, the king, and the knight controls it. The knight also controls this square because this is where it lands. It can't move here, because the king controls this, the white king, and it can't go there. But it can't stay here either. So this is a stalemate position, and the game is over. And white made a massive blunder. Let's say the knight was right here, right? What white should have done is continue his journey forward with his pawn to promote it to a queen. But no, he made a fatal mistake, and he came right here. He hopped from here to here, and he hemmed in that black king, and now he has no legal squares to move to. This game is over. Stalemate. So, guys, I hope you understood that. It's a little tricky to understand. It's a little confusing to a lot of players, especially if you're a novice or a beginner. But just understand that stalemate is a great tool to use when you are in a losing position, when you're down, when a lot of your pieces are gone, you're heading into an end game, or even a middle game. You can get stalemated in a middle game or in an end game. In the beginning, not really so much because you just started the game. There's a lot of pieces on the board. But you got to be careful because your opponent who's losing is searching for any way out, and you cannot give him or her any opportunity to escape a checkmate because you're dominating, and it would be embarrassing to you. I've been in this position, man, and it just sucks. It's a horrible feeling. Even when I became intermediate player, sometimes you rush for time. You don't see something, you miss something real quick. Sometimes you miss something that's obvious right in front of you because you're so focused on something else, and then boom, your opponent gets you in a stalemate position, and the game is over, and you really feel just like crap. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my channel. You can find me also on IG under chess_Salcedo. This is Tony Tone. I am out. Peace.